I didn't feel hopeless that I wasn't going to live, but there definitely came a point in my life where I couldn't see myself in my own future. And I couldn't remember my dreams. And that was really hard for me because I am a very passionate person and I have a lot of dreams. When I was newly married, I had a series of kidney infections, and I did end up having a kidney transplant. And with the transplant, handfuls of medication, and with the handfuls of medication, there are risks. And I remember some of the risks and some of the risks I didn't remember. And one of the ones I really wasn't thinking a whole lot about was lymphoma. The first time I met Dr. Sharman, I didn't have an oncologist. I had just found out I had cancer. I was so grateful when he came in and began to explain not only what was wrong with me, but what his thoughts were about what he was going to do to help me.
One of the challenges in the management of patients with post-transplant lymphoproliferative disorder is that their bodies can't tolerate chemotherapy the same way yours or mine could. They're already on medications that affect the way the liver handles other drugs.
It became way different than anything I'd ever been through in my life. It was harder, darker, more sinister, more frightening than anything I'd ever been through in my life, and it got worse and worse every day. And I know that even though cancer was alive inside of me, God is also alive inside of me. And I know that I've lived with Him a whole lot longer than I've lived with cancer. And I think that at some point in your life, you just have to trust somebody. So there came a time when Dr. Sharman told me that the chemo treatments had to stop. He said I was in no condition to continue. At that time, I still had 50% of the cancer remaining, and I still needed to be immunosuppressed in order to save my transplant. Thousands and thousands of people were praying for me. Thank God for Facebook. They all just told their friends, and people gathered around. And something miraculous happened. I went in to see Dr. Sharman a week after this final test, and he told me that the cancer was no longer visible on my PET scan. And I'd had large tumors, fast-growing lymphoma, and there was nothing left that they could see. Now I know that cancer is made up of cells, and cells have to be suppressed or they will multiply and grow. So I'm in continued cancer therapy to make sure that they stay suppressed. But I'm telling you, knowing that I had no more options, I'm thrilled that I'm cancer-free. Willamette Valley Cancer Institute, amazing place, amazing people, an amazing organization, an amazing strength, really, to our community. A beautiful place. I really love going there, actually. They probably don't know how much I love going up that elevator to the 5th floor and just knowing that the people there care about me. I noticed that on their windowsill they had little signs that said "Believe." And I was really comforted by that. I didn't fight cancer by myself. I fought it with my family. I fought it with the nurses at Riverbend Hospital. I fought it with the doctors at Willamette Valley. I fought it with the nurses in the cancer chemo room. And I continue to call myself cancer-free. And I continue to say that I beat cancer, because that's what I really believe. And I do think that what you believe matters.